Hello there, replay viewers. Thanks for being here. Feel free to invite and tap that screen for the hearts because, as usual, I appreciate them, even though we did not catch up live. So, as you can see by the title, we're going to talk about something that I get a question about, but more or less, I think you want to know the answer to. You know the drill. Let me get the Facebook people up in here, and we will get this party started. This is gonna go quickly, so be ready. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Hello to those of you out there on Facebook land and those of you out there on Periscope. Thanks for being here. I'm glad that you are here. Figured I'd catch you guys really quickly. I'm sure some of you are like, I was wondering, is he going to stream today? Is he going to be here? Well, here I am, rest assured. And as you guys know, we have a podcast in iTunes. Replays are available at CashFlowDiary.tv. As you're entering, do me a favor. Go ahead and as you enter the room, go ahead and give me your first name, where you're from, how many units you currently have. I'll introduce myself as well. Hi, name is Jay Massey, CEO of CashFlow Diary. I see Anthony's already here. Excellent. Wanda's here. Thank you guys for joining. And for those of you on Facebook, I am paying attention to those comments as well. Nonetheless, guys, what we do at CashFlow Diary is help you become a real estate entrepreneur. We help you, teach you the basics of entrepreneurship as well as how to go out there and use it inside the real estate world. At the end of the day, what does that mean? That means I don't want you just to do a deal. I want you to actually build a business. So hopefully you like that. Paul from Denver, what's up? How are you guys? Anthony is here. Excellent. Who else is here? If you're here for the first time, also let me know. I'm going to share with you guys some interesting, what I think to be interesting ways to look at it. It's going to be quick, but more or less effective so that you can make these decisions. Because here's the thing. When you're out there in the marketplace, one of the challenges is to be able to make decisions quickly because deals don't sit around waiting for you, and you can't analyze every deal to the 12th degree. So, Valerie Brooks, welcome. Glad that you are here. Glad this is your first time. Thank you for joining. Make sure those of you who are here, go ahead and hit that follow button, which is just tap the little Perry guy, tap my name, tap follow. And for those of you on Facebook, you can click the little follow or it says live notifications on side your screen. Matt in Corpus Christi, Texas, thank you for being here. I see Brian as well as Angela on Facebook. Thank you guys for being here. So let's get into this. You guys know we've been talking a little bit about the concept of market analysis, trying to figure out before you go in, is this a place where I need to put my time, energy, and resources, right? What it comes down to, Maurice Stell, you said newbie, excellent, glad that you're here. And thanks for the invites, guys. You guys know that we as broadcasters, whether on Facebook and or Periscope, we are dependent upon you guys to invite and share. So if you like what we are putting down, by all means, please hit that share button. We have limited resources, right? And so let's review this really fast. The four resources that you're going to be putting inside of any transaction is knowledge, time, money, and credit. And if you're like every other human on the planet, you have limited amounts of each of those. Some of you say, I'm new, I have no money and credit. Others of you say, I've got money and credit, I've got no time. Some of you say, I know nothing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm willing to invest my time to learn. And can you show me where the people with the money and the credit are? I get all that. Here's my point. Because these resources are valuable, I'm trying to spell it right, give me a second, valuable, you saw on my intro screen, it said PhD, that's public high school diploma. So because these resources are valuable, they are therefore scarce and limited, you cannot put them just anywhere. So you need to be able to discern where you want to put them. Here's my point by that. You can make money in any particular marketplace. It doesn't really matter, but you need to know which marketplace is conducive to the type of business that you are looking to do. Not every marketplace is. For example, I live in California. It's not known for cash flow per se, especially in Orange County, especially in the section of California in Orange County that I live in. That's not what it is known for, okay? So, but if I'm looking for cash flow, and especially if I'm just starting, I might not know where else to look. I might not have a way to figure out if another marketplace is a marketplace that can deliver what it is that I'm looking for. So here's a quick way that I've discovered and will help you to be able to determine that. All right, so here's a quick definition. Hey, Kevin, thanks for all of you who have joined recently. Thank you. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the invites. And for those of you on Facebook, thanks for the shares as well. So here's a quick way and it's a concept that's taken from accounting, and it's called hurdle rate. Hurdle rate. All right. So hopefully you've got your screenshots ready. You're ready to take some notes, because I'm going to go through this pretty fast. Yes, the Bay Area is expensive. So is New York. So is Hawaii. So is many other places around the world are hyper expensive, and they're not conducive to cash flow. But if you are a foreign investor, now by foreign, I mean any market that's not that you don't live in. I live in Orange County, so technically San Francisco could be foreign, right? Any market that you don't live in can feel different, and you need a way to measure, is it worth the investment of my limited knowledge, time, money, and credit? All right, so here's a quick way, using the concept of hurdle rate. It's an accounting term. All right, using this concept to go, yeah, I should move forward or I shouldn't. All right, so here we go. What you're going to do is you're going to take the purchase price, and I'm going to break that down in a minute, and multiply that by 1.5%. And that is what you want the gross monthly income to be. All right. Now, I know I just threw some terms at you, so I'm going to explain them in just a little second. When I say purchase price, what I specifically mean is your all-in cost. So if you are doing a rehab project, okay, so this is one thing. This is the cash out of pocket. This is the rehab cost. This is a transaction cost. This is all of those costs, purchase price. If you're doing a subject to deal, if you don't know what that is, you're gonna have to check some other streams, or all the more reasons to make sure to hit that live notification button or click follow. What that simply means is you're going to take the amount of money, what little money you did put out of your pocket, your debt costs that you're taking over, all of those things get lumped into purchase price. Multiply that by 1.5%. And then when I say gross monthly income, I'm talking about, in the best case of scenarios, 100% occupancy. And if you're talking about apartment buildings or commercial, what other uses do you have? Can you rent out parking? Can you add services? Do you have a cell phone tower on the property? All of these things are important. Whatever gross monthly income is, that's what I'm talking about in this particular case. So let me give you a quick mathematical example. So in this particular case, let's say that the property, right? Let's say that the property, your all-in cost is going to come in at 100,000. If I take that 100,000 and multiply by 1.5%, and again, I'm going to do the math so everybody can see it. Give me 1 second. And then I'm going to check the comments on Facebook to see what you guys are up to. So don't think you're hiding or forgotten. Yes, I know what the numbers is. I just want everybody to see it. Thank you for typing it in there, though. I just want everybody to see the math, because not everybody. Okay, see? Did you see that? I'll do it again. It's 100,000 times 1.5%. Boom. Equals 1,500, right? Equals 1,500. So, therefore, that means if I'm going to spend, let me clarify this. If I'm going to spend $100,000 on a property, that's capital I raise, that's concluding the capital I raise, capital out of pocket, any loans, all this stuff. I want that property. If I want it to cash flow, I want that property to have a plan. You need to have a plan to make it be able to produce $1,500 a month. If it cannot, I am telling you very quickly, very easily, as a quick go, no-go analysis, if you will, stop right there, move to the next property. Stop right there, move to the next property. Here's why. By the time you finish doing all the extra work, you're going to end up figuring out that with debt service, with the expenses, with labor costs, with all the other things that are required, it wasn't going to cash flow from the beginning, and you will have done a whole bunch of work. And I think I just saved you a ton of time if you can do this simple math. Now, you say, Jay, well, what if I don't want it to cash flow? Great, totally understood. If you don't want it to cash flow, then all right, there's no big deal there. It means you want when that number doesn't equal 1.5% or higher, it's probably prime for wholesaling or fixing and flipping or some sort of value add play. And that's fine. but now you know. You can know that going in. I've done this in international markets, Lithuania, Estonia. I've done this in European markets. I've done this in obviously in the U.S. The point is the ratio is what we're after. The ratio is what we're after. And income to price ratio. It's like an income to price ratio, rent to price. It's the same kind of measurement that stock people use when it comes to price to earnings. But we're using it to figure out, do I need to invest any more of my precious knowledge, time, money, and credit in this particular fashion, all right? With that being said, guys, my intent today was to actually try to be quick, because normally I did some research and looking at some of the histories. I'm like, I've been on this thing 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes at a time. I'm like, you guys can't keep that's just crazy. So I'm trying a quicker one today to see how it goes, hopefully for your pleasure and enjoyment and information consumption, because I can go for 8 hours, baby. But I know right now that is exactly not what I should do. Nonetheless, for those of you who joined later, welcome. My name is Jay Massey, CEO of Cashflow Diary. Hopefully something I said today has already helped you to make a yes or a no decision and moved you forward, because my job is to help you become a bigger, better, better real estate entrepreneur and be able to make decisions faster. That's part of the process of becoming the entrepreneur. You can see there that we've done lots of transactions. We generate lots of leads. We raise lots of capital, and our members get lots of benefits from a lot of the things that we do, especially when they're looking for easy ways to get inside deals. So if you want, by all means, if you're on Periscope, tap the Perry dude. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the invites, but also give me that follow. And for those of you on Facebook, please do the same. So I'm going to look for your questions real fast, and then I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to look for your questions real fast, and then I'm going to get you guys out of here. So I'm coming to Facebook people first to see what they have to say, if anything. Let's look and see what the Facebook people have to say. This explanation is what was missing from week one till the discounts. I didn't get what this explanation equation represented. Well, I'm glad, Stefan, that I could clear it up. Let me see. Looks like Marcos is here. We have a number of people from Facebook. Marcos, I thought I saw an Omar. Omri, sorry, I got that wrong. Michael, thank you guys for being here. George, Starlet, thank you guys for being here. Feel free to click the live notifications button so that you can be known. CJ Wallace, don't really have much. Thank you so much. You're welcome. CJ, as long as you have desire and you continue to show up and care, I care too. And let's see, I'm a luxury real estate agent in Tulsa, and you guys should listen to this guy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Polynomial World, nice name. What are the key factors of the property do you look for to determine revenue? Okay, got it. So when I'm trying to determine that income, the first thing I'm going to start with, of course, is rent, right? That's the basics I'm going to start with. If it's commercial, I'm going to look for other opportunities, but the basics for most people is going to be rent and the durability of that rent. And there are many other factors. And as we go through market analysis throughout the rest of the week, make sure you hit the follow button. We're going to be talking about more of those factors as we go. But the first thing I'm looking at is rent. So with that being said, guys, I'm feeling pretty good about how quickly I was able to say this one. And I don't think I got off track. I was straight to the point. I'm trying to do better. Give me those hearts if you like it, and hit the reactions button, because I always like seeing those likes and shares on Facebook as well. Last question then. Let's see. Kevin, should I worry much on hurdle rate if the seller is financing the deal? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because remember, Kevin, when I said is it still includes any sort of financing that you're rolling in there, whether it's negotiated, whether it's zero interest. I don't care what you did. We can talk about some creative stuff, Kevin, and we do, but you still should count for it, because you have to pay that loan back somehow, some way, someday, right? So because of that income's got to come from somewhere, and you need to make sure that the deal can support it, unless you intend on supporting it from your own other activities or income. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, it is that witching hour. For if you haven't partaken already, by all means, pick up. You need a new notebook now, Brad. I know, it's going to keep happening. If you haven't already, pick up our podcast in iTunes, and you can always catch the replays, typically for 24 hours at CashFlowDiary.tv. It's been fun talking to you guys today. I look forward to talking to you soon. Until next time.